Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monalisa Rambai, bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. I follow with great concern what is happening in the Holy Land. In recent days, violent armed clashes between the Gaza Strip and Israel have taken over and risk degenerating into a spiral of death and destruction. Numerous people were injured and many innocent people were killed. There are children among them, and this is terrible and unacceptable. Their death is a sign that they don't want to build the future, but they want to destroy it. After yesterday's Queen Kholi, the Pope has taken a long stand on the dramatic escalation of violence in the Middle East. On May 15th, World Families Day, established in 1994 by the United Nations to honor the importance of families, foundations of society. During the opening of the States General of Natality, Pope Francis also reiterated the fundamental role of families, without whom we cannot think of progressing. A society that doesn't welcome life stops living, said the Holy Father. Children are the hope that will bring a people back. The words of Pope Francis echoed those of the Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi, who recalled as a nation without children is a nation that doesn't believe and doesn't plan and is slowly bound to grow old and disappear. Around 12 students from the 5th high school belonging to the Don Bosco Educational Unit A of the Department of Potosi since April 24th started devotional activities to pay the annual tribute to the Virgin Mary Helper with a prayer of the Holy Rosary. We want to find ourselves as an educational community, practicing our faith and devotion to the Virgin Mary in this difficult time and entrust ourselves to her maternal protection, said the Lig Margoth Senaro, EPDB Pastoral Technician Chuguisaka Potosi. On Thursday, May 6th, the community in Orange, NJ celebrated the feast of Saint Dominic Savio in a beautiful fashion with the dedication of a new door in the honor of teenage saint. Brother Sal Samarco had labored for over 4 months to prepare a stained glass window embedded into our front door for the feast. The entire community was present for Brother Sal cutting the ribbon and celebrated his labor of love with a festive dinner after the short prayer service. And summer holidays come, time to relax and have fun, but also an opportunity to strengthen knowledge and make the return to school easier and quieter. While enjoying the summer, it's also an opportunity to think curiously about what the next course will look like. What challenges will you encounter? What will they learn? Will you discover exciting topics? In this principle are based the new holiday notebooks Prepare and Start of EDB. A new concept that is not only based on reviewing the content already learned, but is based on preparing for the new challenges that will come. Thus, students arrive more prepared at the beginning of the new course and enjoy the learning process more, considering it as a challenge. Through different playful proposals, school children prepare in a relaxed and fun way the concepts that will study the next course. Each notebook has a different adventure, from a journey to the bottom of the sea to an expedition through the jungle or building. Throughout the adventures, they work content of basic competences in children's education and also language, English, mathematics, and knowledge of the social and natural environment. In addition, there are specific notebooks for math and language content. All notebooks include fixers, activities to test before you begin, a summary of contents, and a final test. More than 4,500 people have passed through the Parish Entra Misde Motizarat de Zaragoza to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, an average of 375 people a day. Among the new non-health spaces that are being enabled in Zaragoza to accelerate the vaccination campaign against COVID-19, there are several parishes of the city, among them the parish Nitrasra de Montezarrat, located in front of the Delicious Soul Health Center. Healthcare manager says, first, vaccination was taking place 2 days a week in the morning hours, but from Monday, May 17th, vaccination will be done 4 days a week. Users access the parish through the entrance to parish offices, where there is space to guarantee maximum distance between users. At the door has been established a health check that checks the sub-poiners. Users go to the chapel where the health worker administers the vaccine and then keep the recommended rest for 15 or 20 minutes in the banks of the church. Once assured that they do not suffer any immediate side effects, they leave the church through the front door. The process of entering and exiting the church, as well as the area of vaccination and subsequent rest, is perfectly marked. Just as specific measures of cleanliness and disinfection have been established, reports the parish priest Jesus Othio. Since the start of the war in Tigray, Ethiopia in November 2020, the humanitarian situation has worsened and the situation is urgently needed. Access to food, water, health, services and protection is being very compromised throughout the region. There are an estimated 4.5 million people in need of humanitarian aid, of whom 2.4 million are displaced and need food, water, shelter and protection. In addition to the serious situation, we must add the situation caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and the absence of sanitary equipment and the desert locust plague that is further jeopardizing food security. For this reason, Salesians in the country have promoted an emergency project to the most affected communities, supplying basic food and water to the most vulnerable people, in which Bosco Global is working with the sending of funds to improve the living conditions of many people who are seeing their rights violated. Closeness, affection and concern are the three words that the Rector Major Angel Fernandez Artime wanted to convey for the serious situation of the coronavirus. The Salesian presences in India, through a letter sent in early May to the Councillor for South Asia, Don Michael Biju, to the inspectors and to the Salesians of India. The Rector Major is aware that news from a great nation such as India can be confusing, but it is the Salesians themselves and the international media that describe a very difficult situation. Among the areas where they are suffering, the most are those in which we are intensely present as Salesian communities, then citing those recognized by Salesian family in the areas of Calcutta, Mumbai and Shillong. Difficulties in obtaining adequate medical care are a shared problem across the country, as well as moving, even if it's an emergency situation. The 10th successor of Don Bosco, with a sore heart, is aware of the many problems from which he has been informed. It is not I, dear brothers, who can illustrate to you, the Rector Major wrote, what you and yours know very well and every day, but I would like you to feel strong my closeness, that of the whole congregation, that of all the brothers and the Salesian family throughout the world. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.